Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Hochberg, for visiting some of the subcontractors who are involved with Ex-Im Bank in the 5th District of Missouri. Mr. McCarthy, I'd like to ask you a couple of questions. Do you have any information that would lead you to believe that the Ex-Im Bank is competing with private sector banks or lending institutions?
We haven't done that particular analysis. We did do a report on the direct loan program a few years back, looking at how the bank tracked that information and made recommendations that it needed to do a better job of requesting documentation from applicants as to why they were unable to obtain private sector financing, and they've implemented changes there.
But the bank is self-funding and self-sufficient?
Yes, our audited financial statements have found that they are fairly presented.
I'm not sure, but since prior to Ronald Reagan being sworn in as president, there was very little controversy as it relates to the Ex-Im Bank. Since that time, there have been times when Democrats and Republicans have challenged the existence of the Ex-Im Bank. I'm not sure why or so forth, but about a year ago, I think, I attended a meeting on the 2nd floor, I believe, and the amazing thing at that meeting was that as I sat there with other members of Congress, all of the business leaders sitting in front of us asking that we support the Ex-Im Bank were people who had given money to my opponents and to the opponents of most of us sitting up listening to these folks. It was one of the amazing moments in Congress. I talk about this when I'm out speaking. Business leaders from all over asking me to support something that they felt strongly about, even though they had given money to the opponents, my opponents. I thought it was just amazing. And so I have come to the conclusion that, you know, I guess both sides switch and swap and do silly stuff, and sometimes it's at the detriment of the agency. Mr. Hochberg, a couple of things. I think there are 60 or 70 other nations with similar banks. Are most of them in the industrialized world?
Most of them are, and actually we did a survey this year, and the number is now above 80. 80 different export credit agencies that are doing long, short-term, and medium-term loans.
And so if we discontinue the Ex-Im Bank, we're actually withdrawing from what most of the Western world is doing, trying to support the exportation of goods to foreign countries.
Exactly. We'd be unilaterally disarming. We'd have no seat at the table if we want to ratchet down export credits. We'd have no say in the matter because we wouldn't be a participant.
The way the Export-Import Bank debate is going, do you think that it's having any impact right now? For example, are you able to, because of the uncertainty, are you able to do any long-term planning, long-term considerations of requests?
Well, we have authority until June 30th. Larger transactions over $100 million come to Congress for a 35-day review. That period has passed, so we have a number of transactions that are up here during that 35-day review period. So we hope to consider those before the end of June, but any large transaction we consider from now on, if we're not reauthorized, would not get a final approval by the bank.
Okay, thank you. Mr. McCarthy, a one-word answer may be okay since my time is running out. Do you have have you found that there is waste and fraud and abuse in the Ex-Im Bank?
We're the Inspector General. We always find waste, fraud, and abuse. We have had some cases, as I reported. We've had some serious cases of employee misconduct.
Yeah, I'm familiar with those.
The time of the gentleman has expired.